Welcome back to my channel, my crystal kings and queens. So forgive me right now, I am looking completely thrown away. It is early morning. I just got off of work. Y'all are not new to this. Oh my gosh. So I wanted to talk to you really quick about my amethyst crystal. So the funniest thing is, oh my gosh, my stomach is about to growl. Hold on, let me catch it really quick. Like, I have to drink something so that it kind of fills me, at least for a second. That way I don't, have no growling in the video or whatever. But I wanted to tell you about my amethyst crystal that I had recently shown you in my previous video, which would be the crystal shop, crystal haul, or whatever I decide to title that video. So, or whatever I've decided to title that video, which you should have already seen prior to seeing this video. So, there was a specific amethyst crystal that I had in that video. I really only picked up 2 amethysts and then a few other different types of crystals. And the very first amethyst that I showed in that video, I said that I had a very unique story to tell behind that. And basically that story goes probably not the way you think at all, but really it is just, I had always been a little curious about this thing they call Super 7. I know absolutely nothing about Super 7. The very little that I do know is that it is a crystal that contains 7 different types of minerals, in a sense, all which make up a specific type of crystal. So this crystal, I guess you could say, are a combination of 7 other crystals, which is super dope, really cool, something that I've never heard of before. So y'all forgive me, I have like the sleepy eyes, I'm so tired. I thought that was just the coolest thing ever. I wanted to know more about them. I've always really wanted to find a really cool Super 7 piece for myself, but just could never really come across that one that kind of excuse me, yelled out to me, such as like the aragonite, reason being why it took so long for me to even just finally get into it. Maybe it was also because I just, grew up, became more mature within myself and then within crystals, and I was just trying to experience different things and, just venture out in other little ways that, was probably necessary for me at that time. So, needless to say, I have not ever been able to find me a Super 7 that I actually liked and thought, was suitable for me or the right fit for me. So that very day that I went to the crystal shop, I was like, I told my mom, I was on the phone with my mom, and I was like, you know what, I really would like to find a Super 7 crystal. Like, that would be really cool. I know that where I was going, or the crystal shop that I was going to be, going to, would actually have Super 7s, or at least I think I had seen them maybe once or twice. I'm not really sure. I know there's another specific crystal shop that would really have them, but they'll just be like really tiny pieces, like not really what I'm looking for. Oh my gosh, I'm drooling, excuse me. Don't judge me, y'all, please. So anyway, I went to, you know, the one crystal shop that I had in mind, and they did not have any Super 7s. They did have my Amethyst, of course, and I think I mentioned in my previous crystal shopping video where I actually took you all with me into the crystal shop and just was kind of browsing the crystals. I think I had mentioned that the candle quartz crystal that I ended up with was the very first crystal that I picked up when I got into the shop. That was very inaccurate. It was actually the amethyst. I went towards the amethyst and then I went towards the candle quartz, which was so crazy because after I had picked up like a ton of candle quartz, the one of the crystal keepers was like, "Hey, have you looked at the candle quartz?" And I'm like, that's really weird, because usually when I'm in here, they don't really recommend crystals to me, because I go in, though I don't know, you know, exactly what I'm looking for, I usually go in with a very steady and focused mind. They know when I'm in there, I'm going to spend a lot of time in there, and I'm going to go through every single crystal that I need to before I, you know, select the crystal that I feel is suitable for me at that moment. So anyways, I'm always really sure of myself when I go to the crystal shops, no matter if I know the crystal that I want to end up with or if I, you know, end up with something completely different. So back to the current events. The amethyst was the crystal that I headed towards first, and I think I was trying to make a point with the whole candle quartz thing after the crystal keeper referred or recommended, I'm sorry, the candle quartz, and I was like, okay, wait, that's so weird, because I already picked up candle quartz. So now I can go back, because that was the point I was trying to get to, and I don't believe I mentioned that at all. So I picked up amethyst first, and then they had like 3 big boxes of the amethyst. I went through each and every single one of those amethysts, and the amethyst that I showed you in my crystal haul video, which I also have now and may or may not have included the little visual of it already, I don't really know, or by now as you are watching this video. I picked that crystal up. I believe that was the first amethyst I picked up. It may have been the first or the second amethyst. Either way, I picked that crystal up and I was like, oh my god, this crystal is so dope. Wow, it's so different looking. Like, even now, like, I have it and I'm just like, when I picked it up, I'm just like, okay, so I've always really, really thoroughly, you know, enjoyed the gray hues that amethyst would carry. The light lavender was always okay, but it just kind of depended on the way the amethyst looked. I really always usually go for the really dark Uruguay African amethyst. Like, I just love that deep, really, really deep passion purple. Like, I don't really know, like, that deep, it's past royal purple. Like, it's just a really huge deep purple, and I just love that concerning amethyst. And that's what really, like, just made me fall in love with amethyst altogether. So needless to say, because this video is just doing too much right now, I picked up that amethyst and I just thought it was super nice, really cool, extremely fascinating. And I was just like, it's so different. That's all I can say. This amethyst is so different. Like, what is it? I just knew, like, if I put anything back, that amethyst would not be the one that I put back. So I put it in my basket, and then I kind of dabbled with the idea of getting the other amethyst that I had shown in my crystal haul as well. So I ended up with both of them. Back down to the purpose of this entire video. This crystal, after just observing it for a few minutes, kind of studying it just a little bit, I'm like, why is this crystal different? Why do I think this crystal is different? Like, what is different about it? Why do you just keep saying that? You know what I'm saying? And so, gosh, like, y'all forgive me. I'm like, I'm doing all this itching and rubbing and, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to get in the house, and I need to shower for real, and I need to eat breakfast. But yeah, I couldn't figure out for the life of my mental space at that moment. I'm like, why am I attracted to this crystal so much? Like, what is it about, what is it about this crystal that makes it so different? It really isn't, far from the amethyst that you've seen before. And so upon looking at it even closer, I was like, well, wait a minute now. Those hints of red, those deep red hues, all within this crystal, all within this amethyst, the formation of it, the color of it, it was by no mistake at all. This crystal wasn't just left in the sun so it turned gray. Like, and I mentioned that in my my crystal shopping video. I mentioned that in my crystal haul video. I was just like, this crystal has not just been left in the sun. I don't believe it was just, it turned gray because it was out in an area exposed far too much. I believe this amethyst formed purposefully the way it did for a specific reason. And that reason to me was shown and told to me, however you decide or choose to interpret it as. It was shown to me as though this amethyst was not specifically meant to just be an amethyst. It was meant to be a super 7. I believe that's the formation it was trying to take, and for whatever reason was hindered from such. Though it did not completely go unfulfilled or unaccomplished, it managed to find its way in there some way, somehow, which is why all over and all within my amethyst, there are a bunch of red, deep red hues and all that, like, really wonderful stuff. And then the really huge piece that's like right in the corner, clear as ever, that piece is the super 7 of the entire crystal. It's what makes the entire crystal that super 7 amethyst clustered type crystal. I'm like in complete wow of this crystal. I love it so much. I'm in awe. I know for a lot of the super 7s, depending on the type of crystal you end up, or depending on the type of super 7 you choose or that chooses you, a lot of the minerals are not visible, is what I have been made aware of, and that's perfectly fine. For this amethyst in specific, there is a lot that is not visible, per pictures that I've seen on Google and whatnot, but for the most part, it does have the general formation and outline of what a super 7 is. And so for that reason alone, I was just like, oh my God, there is no way that this crystal is not a super 7. I also get a highly different vibe from this amethyst, and for as long as I've not really been connecting with my crystals, I know that this crystal is something different. This crystal is just not like my normal amethyst, or not. I don't capture the same vibe or the same vibration, or, you know what I mean? Like, this amethyst just kind of tells its own story. It's just like a completely different story. So I just wanted to kind of get out and, come on and just rant a little bit, give you all my thoughts, because I couldn't appropriate it in the sense that it would actually make sense when I speak it or when I spoke it. But I hope that you kind of got the gist of where I was headed. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know. I might redo this video, may never even post this video, who knows? Y'all know I'm a bit, of a perfectionist. Sometimes I'll just get out here and say what's on my mind and shoot the video off and just, pay no never mind after that. You know what I mean? But other times I'm just like, did that make sense? Do I really want to do that? Is it my best work? I don't really know, kind of questioning myself about it. But anyway, I wanted to share that with you all because it was just really, really heavy on me and on my mind. I really, really like this amethyst. It's so crazy. I wish that the lighting outside was so much better, because I really want you to be able to see it in the sun. That's the goal. So as soon as I can, find me some good sun, as soon as the sun hit right, you know what I mean, I will definitely record a visual on purpose so that you all can see exactly how I see it. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Crystal kisses and royal blessings. I hope you have a favorable and blessed rest of your day. Y'all stay safe. And yeah, love you all. Bye.